I just want to touch base on the first treaty of our people, North America, the Buffalo people. When they first signed that treaty, the British had to go through this four things that they had to go through was the law of the land, the language of the land, the people of the land, and the spirit of the land, and they passed that. And when they passed that, it was time to sign the treaty, and the treaty was signed on the basis of military alliance, economic alliance, trade alliance, and equality. That was way before 1763 Royal Proclamation. And I see in the Royal Proclamation that the Indians have the right to free trade. And that was one of the treaties that were signed, the four things that were signed with the first treaty. And the grandfather that told me this, his name is Shuko Khan Cheki, the one that prays to the horse. What's his name? He told me this, and he said that this treaty is the only treaty that's the real treaty. He said, the way it's supposed to be, and it was done right. He said, and after that, all the treaties are not done right. He said, all the rest of the treaties, the reason why it's not done right, he said, is the immigrant made the agreement on paper in their language, he said, not the language of the land, he said, and did it, he said. So that's where that treaty is not a treaty, he said. It has to be, the treaty has to be in agreement with the language of the land, he said, with the law of the land, with the people of the land, and the spirit of the land, he said.
So how did the British take that treaty back home?
Well, he told me that they had a dilemma for a while when that treaty was made. For hours, it was all in the pipe, and it can never be lost. So it was in there, but the British cannot take that home. They needed proof to take home to Great Britain and to tell Great Britain the British has a treaty in North America, the Buffalo people. So they had a dilemma, he said, for a while. And then one day the British came back to the Buffalo people and said, hey, we have something that can offer you, and that can settle our dilemma. So our people agreed, okay, what is it? And they came up with these alphabets. It's not all the alphabets, because in our language there's no R and other alphabets that in our language we don't have those. But they came up with these alphabets, and if you wish, we can teach you, and if you learn, you can be able to write your language, we said. So our people agreed again, and they learned, and they learned how to write in our language back then, way before 1763 Royal Proclamation. So they did that, and they wrote it. They wrote down the treaty. So that the British got their wish. It was written in Dakota. It was taken back. So that treaty is sitting in Great Britain someplace, maybe forgotten, or nobody speaks or can read that language now. But I have a grandfather. My grandfather was named Tom Brown, but he never went to school, never had education. But that generation, his relatives, his cousins, all that, they used to write letters to each other. And they all never went to school and had no education, yet they write in their language. And one day, my grandfather was writing to his cousin in Saskatoon, and you know, the question popped in my mind. My grandfather went to school. What is he doing, writing something? So I asked him what he was doing, and he said, I'm writing to my cousin, he said, in Saskatoon. He said, well, show me that. I said, because I was doubting him because he went to school. So he showed me that, and I couldn't read a damn thing. So what are you saying here? And then he took it, and then he started speaking Dakota. Talking to somebody. That's what he wrote. And from then on, I always wondered, my people, that they can write in their own language even though they never went to school. But that was from back then, and they carried that on. And there's 1,700 and 1,800, there's dictionaries already in Dakota, translated into the English language. Some are English and translated into Dakota, vice versa. And so that's the proof there that we had our language written down way before. It's 1963, the Royal Proclamation. So, my question is well then, the rules that were changed, the rules that were made, the so-called Indian people, the title. When did that change? That's still my question again. How did the Royal Proclamation change the treaty that we have, our people? How did that change? That's my question again. As they bring out the answers, like the St. Catherine's Milling Company versus the Queen. My question is one. It's in the St. Catherine's. The judge stated that treaties need to happen in order for settlers to settle land.
I'd like you to ask me that question in your language. When did it change? Can you ask me that question in your language, or a similar question? I'd like to close the clip with that. Something similar.
He to hantu he to tan hawa he de makaki wopgeki or kantke wopge kope makochiki de wopgetaki de to tan hawa he to trokshabe to tan hawa nie wopge ni kape he wakanti he Makoche walk who get up there. Kuya hunga near walk when you travel. Come on, or henna. And it's the watch. I just said that the law of the land that we live by and that your creator law applies to that and gave us that. When did your law is above the law of the land and the Creator's law? Well, when was the law of the land low and you're so above to supersede